We told you last week that the Jessup University softball team made history simply by being at the NAIA World Series. That makes this the greatest season in program history. The season ended today for the Warriors from Rockland. They played twice, first against University of Science and Arts, and they won, avenging a loss from Saturday. The second game was against Our Lady of the Lake. Jessup lost that one 2-0. The loss eliminated the Warriors from the NAIA World Series. They finish as runners-up. Jessup ends the year with a record of 44-11, a 5-2 record at the NAIA World Series. Next year, the program transitions from NAIA to NCAA Division II. To basketball, the deadline is tonight for players to decide if they plan to stay in the NBA draft or withdraw their names from consideration. 11:59 p.m. Eastern, 8:59 p.m. our time. It's being reported that Coleman Hawkins is withdrawing his name from consideration. The Antelope native has 1 year left of college eligibility. He spent the past 4 seasons at Illinois. Speaking of basketball, it was 1 week ago today when Sac State announced that head coach David Patrick was resigning to become the associate head coach at LSU. Michael Zeppel was named the interim head coach for the season. The season has not yet begun, but Zeppel is already leading practices. As we know, the Hornets are about to head to Australia for 10 days on a foreign tour. Zeppel is actually from Australia, as are 5 of his current players.
You know, when I first moved to the U.S., I would have said Australia and America pretty similar. Now that I've been in the U.S. For a while, I would say we're really different. So just being able to show the culture off, different way of living, some different cities. We'll obviously get to introduce everyone to the wildlife and the city centres, which are a big part of our Australian culture.
To baseball, Giants trying to sweep the Phillies today. You can't do that if you're trailing. First batter of the game, Kyle Schwarber, with a leadoff home run. 1-0 visitors. In the fourth, Bryce Harper is hit. Well, first he's thrown a pitch up and in, then he's hit. He's unhappy. That leads to the dugouts emptying. Giants actually challenged the hit-by-pitch call, and it's ruled the ball hit Harper's bat. Kyle Harrison went 5 innings. He gave up 4 runs on 12 hits. Giants lose 6-1. Football news today, the 49ers announced that they have signed wide receiver Juwan Jennings to a 1-year extension. Jennings did not sign his free agent tender, so it is a 1-year extension, but it can also be looked at as a 2-year contract. $10.5 million guaranteed. To golf, all charges against Scottie Scheffler have been dropped. There was a court hearing today in Kentucky, the site of the PGA Championship earlier this month, where the #1 ranked golfer in the world was arrested prior to the second round. At the time, Scheffler called the situation a big misunderstanding. Today, he said that he is ready to move on. The evidence supported that it was a misunderstanding, and yeah, just one of those things where he thanked the officers for what they do, and it's still crazy. And then he goes out and shoots a 66 too. So he gets arrested, and then he has a fantastic day on the golf course.
And he was classy about it too.
Yes, he was. This is now over.